All right, DB, so if you're able to snap down and get out of a break as quickly as Derek Stingley is here on this route by Davante Adams, then you're going to be one of the top corners at any level, high school, college, or the NFL. So Davante Adams, I'm going to talk about a lot. You're going to see a lot of him on my YouTube channel because he's one of the best route running wide receivers in the NFL. He's one of the best wide receivers in terms of getting off releases, smooth routes, everything fundamentally wise for a wide receiver. Davante Adams does such a good job of, so you're going to see a ton of him throughout my whole YouTube channel. But what I wanted to look at here was Derek Stingley covering him, and this is one of the routes I saw that to me is just so impressive for him as a young corner in this league, trying to cover one of the top guys. And it's, if we play this through here, it's pretty insane how quickly he's able to get out of this break. And the only reason Davante really catches this ball, honestly, is because of the cushion that was already given just based off the coverage. So Houston was playing cover 3 here in this particular play. But for Stingley here, it's almost as if it was a mirror right here where he's able to break down and get out of that break at the same time as Davante. And it's really just great fundamentals. So when we have cover 3 as a DB, we're obviously covering the back third, so we can't let anything get behind us. So Davante does a great job here as he comes off, he accelerates and explodes like he's running down the field. So Stingley here, as we see, all right, is he's outside leverage and he's looking inside, okay, from about 7 to 8 yards off. But once he gets into that back pedal and he sees Davante here accelerating, we lose him for a split second, but right here, he starts flipping his hips. So he has eyes still inside, and he has his chest turned a little bit, but the best part about him right here is his feet and hips are going down the field. So he's able to almost run sideways down the field because he has fluid hips. So that's one thing you're going to hear from high school and college coaches is that you want a DB with fluid hips. So being able to turn and do something like this where you're still able to watch what the play's happening, but also be able to sprint and run down the field, then that's what fluid hips is, and that's what coaches are going to want to see from a DB. The next piece that he does a great job of is, as he opens up here, he opens up to run down the field, but if you look, he's still bent at the waist, okay? So he's still in a low center of gravity. He's not standing straight up. He doesn't bail right away because he still has a 2 to 3 yard cushion, so he knows that he still has, if Davante continues to run up the field, he still has 2 to 3 yards before Davante gets to him, and he trusts that his speed's going to be able to stay with him. So he doesn't start standing up and start overrunning down the field. He still stays in a nice low position, realizing he's in a great body angle and still has enough space to kind of wait and see what the route is. But the best part is the second that Davante does this and he snaps himself down, which is late, and he does this in basically 4 steps as he turns, Stingley's able to do this in 3. So he sees the snap down, we get 1 hard step, and this is the crazy thing right here. When he drops right there, okay, he has 1 leg out, and he drops that waist into a 90 degree. Now that second foot lands, that right foot, then his left foot lands, and this is a huge part, is he lands and he gets his feet nice and open so that he's able to absorb his body, absorb all that, the weight, the energy that he has, and he's able to protect himself and protect his knees because he uses his hips to break down. So he's able to break down, he gets his feet almost into a completely parallel position, and now he's able to open that hip up, and look at him and Davante at the same time. It's like synchronized swimming right here. Now he's able to open up and chase him down, and that's what I mean. So right here, there's only about a yard of space when Davante had 3 to 4 yards as he's going to break down. I mean, right now he's at about the 37. He's at the 40, so he's 3 yard space, and by the time we go to close, it's about a yard and a half maybe. So this is just, for DB school, I know that Davante catches the pass, but these fundamentals right here, to be able to snap down and mirror the wide receiver, one of the best route runners in the league this way, and have it be synchronized, is insane. So this is, if you're a DB, this is why you do all of those footwork drills, and you learn to stay low. You learn to stay with a low, pad level, the shoulder level, and also be able to snap yourself down and drop that weight. So that's the final piece I'll just mention again here, is that there's a lot of guys that have so many injuries. ACLs is a huge thing in the NFL, and a lot of it is because there's so much pressure that's put on your ligaments because of the turf. So as nice as the turf is to play on, it's very dangerous for your knees because there's just not as much give. So now there's a lot more tension and weight and pull, all these different things, because the turf just kind of holds everything, where the grass has a little bit more give to it when you land. So even though this is a grass field, the way that Stingley does this, when he lands in that his left leg right now, if he kind of left that and didn't drop his hips, this would be very dangerous for him because it could severely hurt his knee. But because he bends that knee now, when he does this, all of the weight gets picked up by your quad, your hamstring, your calf. All of those muscles work when you go and bend that knee, same as a squat. So when you're able to do that, you're able to protect yourself, protect your body. Obviously, you want to be on the field. So that's another key thing, guys. When I go through this, and as you follow, all of my videos, you're really going to see that a big thing is trying to protect yourself as well, because like I said, you want to stay on the field. So incredible job by Stingley, great with fundamentals, and as we get through some of this, we'll be able to kind of put some other videos out there to show some skills and just basic drills you can set up with cones to just mimic and mirror this exact same situation, so that you guys are able to work on this in the off season by yourselves and be able to do the same thing.